Today I'm preparing for the window trims. So the old window frame is a little bit proud of the drywall, about a 1/4 inch or so. So I need to cut this down in order for me to put the trim flush with the drywall. So the easiest thing I found is take the chisel and hammer, and then I just chisel it down, and it's separating really nicely because the grain is going this way. I'm going to remove this corner bead, and I'm going to build out the jamb and the seal. So there's going to be a jamb that's going to show on this side, and then the trim's going to cover all this ugliness. That's how it's going to look like. So I'm going to do this window first, all the way through, and then the other ones I kind of started on them, cleaning them up. But I just want to finish one so I can see how I like it. So I did cut down the old rough frame because it was sticking out of the drywall, so now it's flush with the drywall. Also, I took out that coat around, and I'm gonna caulk now these gaps around the window, and then I'm gonna be able to start putting the new frame on. So the next step was that I cut the window jambs to size to come out to be flush with the drywall. So if I take a look at this, it is flush with the drywall, so when I bring on the trim, it's gonna be able to sit flush nicely. So I did cut the sides, and I did cut the top. What I decided is that really they need to be flush to each other, even though I may have to cut this a little more down so it can be flush, because it looks like the header here, even the drywall, is more out than this side of the drywall. So I'm gonna have to shape that down because that's all gonna be covered anyway. And now I'm gonna work on the window sill. So I'm gonna use 1x4 because I need exactly 3.5 inches here, which is what a 1x4 is. This is a 1x3, but I'll just use this as temporarily. So it's gonna come out. It needs to also come out about 1.5 inches this way, and then I have to account for the trim that's coming, and it needs to go beyond the trim about a 3/4 inch. So it's gonna be exactly 3 feet long, and then I have to notch it in here to fit right in here under this, just like this thing is sitting here under the window jamb. So essentially the bottom of the window jamb is the window sill. So I'll show you when that's done. But yeah, this is taking me a long time because I needed to figure out how to cut this so it's not gonna require me to do a whole lot of caulking here. It looks pretty tight, right? So I wanted it to look pretty good, but obviously you can't really make it, you can't make it totally perfect, because the last thing I want to do is do like some wavy cut to fit it to the window, which is wavy. So I want it to be straight out here. That's the important piece, and come as close to the window as possible. And then all these cracks will be filled with caulk anyway. So that's where I am. So the windowsill is done. I was very careful just to come out as far as I had to, and then I just sliced it a little bit at a time to make sure that this is tied to the wall. Tied to the wall, and also goes in to the window. So I think we're good. Once I nail that, so this is how it's gonna look like. I haven't nailed it together yet, but I'm gonna just take it off, nail it together, and glue it. I will nail them in. I'm gonna take it out, assemble it on the floor, and then put it in as a big frame all together, and then I can start putting the trims on. Looks pretty good to me. So I'm almost done. I have the side of the frame and the little one on its side, the 1x2 on its side, and I nailed that to it and glued it before I put it up there. So now I'm doing the last piece, which is a 1x4 that matches up with the side frame length, and then 1.5 inches hangover for this 1x2 that's gonna cap it off. So I'm gonna glue and nail this together, and then I'll attach it to the top. So this is all done. I nailed it here, and I nailed it from the bottom up here as well. I think I'm gonna put some more nails in here, make sure it's all sitting nicely. So I think it looks pretty nice. I think it turned out really nice. I still have to do the apron under the sill, which is just gonna be 1x3, and the length is gonna be the same as the side of the trim. This is the final look with the apron on it, and just to remind ourselves, this is the before look. See you next time.